What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends S.H.I.E.L.D 3-pack. So this is a cool pack where we get Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury Jr., and Sharon Carter. So we get Nick Fury Jr., which is kind of like, I guess, the star of this pack, which is cool. So we get him in like a basic S.H.I.E.L.D outfit, which then goes along with Dum Dum Dugan. He's almost in the exact same outfit, just some minor changes belt design-wise, and of course switching out those heads. But then it's really cool. We also get the normal Nick Fury head, so we get more of the white version of Nick Fury to go along with his son's design, which is cool. Like I said, Dum Dum Dugan, and they both come with similar accessories. And then we get Sharon Carter, or Agent 13. So awesome to have her. So we get the head design, basic white body. So nice to have that. And of course, we'll have to look at all our other S.H.I.E.L.D figures we've got and everything, and compare our past figures to this newer design. So this is just a pretty cool 3-pack. And if we spin around, we can see the 3 characters there on the back. So that looks pretty cool. So this is a pretty cool 3-pack that I'm excited about. So let me go and get this open out of the box, and we'll take a look at it together. So we're going to start off with Nick Fury Jr., who was introduced in Battle Scars #1 in January 2012, and he's the son of Nick Fury and former CIA agent Nia Jones. And when Nia got pregnant, Nick feared they would become targets for his enemies, so she moved to Atlanta, changing her last name to Johnson, and gave birth to a baby then known as Marcus. But after school, Marcus joined the army and served for many years until the secret was revealed that his dad was Nick Fury. So Marcus came to terms with his father and decided to become a spy and agent of S.H.I.E.L.D, and that his real name was actually Nick Fury Jr. Now, he doesn't really have any superpowers, but he did inherit his father's infinity formula, which gives him limited immortality as well as peak human conditioning. So just a really good athlete. And overall, it's cool to get Nick Jr. here, especially in an updated body with an updated face that looks good. Of course, looks a lot like Sam Jackson that we see in the MCU movies, which he was more based off, especially the Ultimates version of Nick Fury. So it wasn't Nick Fury Jr., it was Nick Fury, but he looked and was based off Sam Jackson, having this look where he was black and had the missing eye with the scar around it. So very much like you see here, but then like I said, in 2012 they introduced a character of Nick Fury Jr. in the main Marvel universe. So awesome to have him here. So we do get him in a basic just S.H.I.E.L.D body, so very similar to what we've had, especially more recently where we got that S.H.I.E.L.D 2-pack, but obviously this is updated, so we get pinless knees and elbows, and then he's just got all the S.H.I.E.L.D sort of straps, the blue S.H.I.E.L.D uniform, so the dark navy blue outfit with the S.H.I.E.L.D logo on his shoulder there, and then all the white stripes, with pockets and guns and belts and all sorts of stuff going around there with the white boots and white gloves. So that's all cool, but like I said, we do get that head of Nick Fury Jr., so awesome to have that. So for movements, we get the head that'll twist all the way around. You can look down that far and up that far, so really good there, of course, with that hinge joint, so nice to have that movement. The shoulders do come up to 90 with the butterfly joint back and forth, so good movement and range there, and rotates around. We get the bicep twist and the double elbow joint that'll bend up that far, so really good, with the wrist that'll twist around and flex back and forth. Then we go to the ab crunch, so we get an ab crunch cut out, so it's nice that's kind of covered up by the strap, so you don't notice it too much, but he will crunch forward and crunch back, so really good crunching at both of those. And then he will twist around at the waist, which is kind of hidden behind the belt, so you don't notice it too much, but he will still twist around in there. Then we can go down to the hips. That will come up. Of course, it's harder with this leg. Maybe this one will get up closer, to 90 there. So with all the straps and stuff going around here, it kind of all gets in the way. But he does have the thigh twist as well, and the double knee joint, which of course with the pinless joints is going to be stiff, but it does bend up that far to the back, and he can kick himself in the butt. So really good range for there. And then we get shin twist at the top of the boot, and the foot will flex back and forth and twist side to side. So really good movements overall for this. Like I said, some stiffness in the pinless joints, but other than that, not bad at all, and gets really good range. So awesome to have this updated body for the S.H.I.E.L.D agent. So awesome to have that, and overall this is really cool. Now, accessory-wise, we do get an additional head of Nick Fury, so the actual Nick Fury, which looks nice there to get another head sculpt of him that we can put on this body. So I like how they designed this where, it's just all blue, so you can put either head on there, so it doesn't matter, skin tone or anything. So we can have Nick Fury on there as well, and then it's nice that they, gave him just all white gloves, so again, you don't have to worry about any sort of skin tone or anything on this. So there we have older Nick Fury, or original Nick Fury head on there as well, so you can easily use that for him, so you you can either use it for Nick Fury Jr. or an actual Nick Fury, so it works either way, so that is really nice. But before we go further, let's do some comparison with other figures. So here's that older Nick Fury that we've used. So this is on that much older body, like the Bucky Cat body that doesn't hold up too well, so awesome that we get the updated body. So newer body, newer head sculpt, so you can see more details and realistic with this newer head compared to this older one. So there we have our two Nick Furies. And then with the Nick Fury Jr., we do have this figure, which I do believe is an actual comic figure, not an MCU. Of course, they could have just used it for MCU and used this likeness, but there we have the likenesses of the old Nick Fury Jr. compared to the newer one. So the newer one looks much better, much more realistic. And of course, this is an older body design with the horrible ball hips and everything. So good to have this upgraded body. So we can now probably get rid of this older one. But with this Nick Fury Jr. head, I'm going to go ahead and put it on this Captain America body. So like the Captain Rogers or Commander Rogers, whatever it was, because in the comics, every time you see Nick Fury Jr., he's pretty much wearing this exact same outfit. So I want to put the head on it. So there he is on that body, which of course the body seems a little bit too big because it's even bigger than the Nick Fury. But unfortunately, they did the skin tone on it. So you see some of the white skin tone and then on the fingers as well. So that's why I said it's nice that this one has all covered up. So you can still do it. You just have to maybe either paint it, like find a black tone that matches and paint it on the fingers and the neck, or get a blue and just paint this in and a brown and just cover up the fingers there, so like cover up all the skin. So you could do that because that'd be nice to have. So he's in the outfit that we see him in the comics usually, so then we can have Nick Fury and Nick Fury Jr. there together. You just have to do some work on this other body to get it looking properly without the white skin tone there as well. So it just stings that they didn't think that far ahead, but it is cool that we still got this body that we can use with either head that we want. And back with Junior there, we can move on to his accessories. So he comes with additional hands, so he's got 2 fist hands on already. We get hands with trigger fingers, so we'll definitely want to switch those out to give him some guns. And then he's got some additional hands, so like this open like claw, gripping hand, whatever you want to call it there, and then a hand with the fingers maybe, so like saluting, leading, whatever you want to use that for. But like I said, for guns, we'll probably want to switch it to the trigger finger hands. And then we get some weapons. So first we get a pistol, so we get this old school pistol. So this is like old Marvel Legends design pistol, just all in this light gray color. So it stinks it's nothing new, but with this we'll just go and stick it into the holster. So we have this holster, of course, nice long holster. I feel like a different gun would fit in there, but we have the holster there, and I thought it was designed for this gun, but we do have that, so it can fit in there. He does also come with a knife, again, a classic thing for the Marvel Legends, coming with this knife design as well. So we have that, but he doesn't have anywhere to store it on him, no special sheaths or anything anywhere on him, so not going to put that on. But then he does come with 2 handguns, so much more modern design. I think we get these with other characters before, but it's nice black pistols there with silver like silencers or suppressors there. One has an extended magazine, so that is cool. Now this may be able to fit into the pocket. I thought it would just be that other gun because I thought these would be too big, but it probably is designed more for that, so I guess that's what goes in there. But for now, let's go and put both of these in his hands. So there are both of the guns in his hands, which is really cool. And to go along with those, we do also get some effects. So we get some of the bullet effects. It's going to be hard to see the little bullet effects we got, so we can plug these in into the guns. So there we have the effects of the gun shooting there. And then we do also get smoke effects as well that we can stick in the end. So like he's just fired them, so just the smoke effects we've had already before. So that is cool. He comes with those 2 guns and the effects, but let's go and take at least this gun out. So I put the gun in the holster and then went and switched his hand out because he also comes with this rifle, which is cool. So this mostly black rifle with silver details on it as well. So that is awesome. So we can put this into his hands, and again, using that one other like grip hand and stuff. And of course the trigger finger hand, we can put this in his hand. So there he's got that rifle as well, and you can obviously, like I said, get it into his hands like that. So that is really cool. Awesome that he comes with the additional heads to make it Nick Fury or Nick Fury Jr. as we have it here, and then the additional hands and guns to be able to like sort of sort it out and give different weapons and accessories for whatever we want. So that is really cool to have Nick Fury Jr. in the Marvel Legend now. Now in this pack, we also get Dum Dum Dugan, whose real name is Timothy Dugan. He was introduced in Sergeant Fury #1 in March 1963. He was born to a poor Irish immigrant family in Boston, and at 14, he joined the circus as a strong man and a prize fighter on the side. And while on tour through Europe in World War II, he met Nick Fury, who was a parachute instructor and performer in a stunt flying act, and they became really close friends. And when Fury formed the Howling Commandos, Dugan became the second in command, where they were then sent behind enemy lines to free people captured by the Nazis. Now, like Nick Fury, he doesn't have any superpowers, but he does have peak human strength and an excellent marksman, and throughout the comics, especially more modern years, his body was replaced by a life model decoy, so that's why he's still in existence. And overall, it's cool to have Dum Dum here, especially with the new updated head. Now, the body is going to be exactly the same as that Nick Fury Jr., so we won't go over the body again. The only difference, I'll go and bring him back in here, is that he has the additional belt. So Nick Fury Jr. has the belt on around there, where he just has the strap coming down. So different belt design between the two. Actually, the straps on the shoulders and stuff are different. So they did actually put different straps and everything on it, but like the pockets there are going to be the same. The boots, the rest of the body is all going to be the same, just different straps on the body, which is nice that they had that variation and difference there. And of course, with having the original Nick Fury head, we could obviously give him this head. So if you don't want a Dum Dum Dugan, you can have Nick Fury Jr. and Nick Fury if you want, and put one on this body to make it vary. So that's always cool as well. But like I said, mostly this is just to get that Dum Dum Dugan head, which is really nice. And again, before we move on to accessories, we'll do comparison. So here is our older Dum Dum Dugan, again using that same older body that we had Nick Fury on as well, just the Dum Dum head that we got with some figure, put that on there. Of course, it looks way too small for this body, but this was just the only option we had for Dum Dum originally. So we have this now with a head that actually matches the size, so looks nice with his red hair. So he's got the red hair in there, red little mustache on top, so nice little like handlebar mustache, and then he's got his bowler hat, which is always part of his signature design, wearing that brown bowler hat. So just really cool to have an updated version of Dum Dum. That's the thing I'm most excited about. And since we don't have more for Dum Dum, here's just that figure we got more recently from that S.H.I.E.L.D 2-pack. So just basic like army builder sort of S.H.I.E.L.D design. Now they still do use that older body, so it still has more of that Bucky cap body to it, so the older mold. So it'd be cool if they would have just used this body to have the more modern design, but just had this basic army builder suit. But you can see the similarities, differences, whatever you want, side difference in heights and sizes, the colors that they chose, of course, still have all the white straps and all that. So this would be our more modern S.H.I.E.L.D agents that we're going to be using, and then these will be like, of course, they're more leaders and commanders and all that. But just want to show that off so you could see the difference between that newer pack and these figures. But back to his accessories, he's going to pretty much come with all the exact same accessories that Nick Fury had. So he comes with the trigger finger hands, so of course hands with trigger fingers on both, if we can give him the different guns. He's got the 2 fist hands already, comes with the same hand, so again that hand with the pointing, saluting, whatever you want to call it, and the more wider grip hand there. He comes with a lot of the same weapons as well. He comes with the knife, so that same knife. He doesn't come with that older gun though, which is nice because, you know, probably won't use that for anything. But he doesn't come with that, but he does come with the other 2 pistols, so the same pistols with the extended magazines and the suppressors on the front. So we have both of those, and of course we can go ahead and put the one into his holster as well here on his right thigh, so just so he has that. And he also comes with the rifle, so he has that rifle as well. So that's cool. But with it being Dum Dum, I always picture him having you like a shotgun or like just an old school gun, because that just always seems to fit with Dum Dum a lot. So we'll probably take a weapon from some other character and just give it to him, but that's just something we'll personally do. And finally, he comes with the same effects as well, so we get the bullet and smoke effects as well for the guns that we want to give him there. So that is it for Dum Dum. Like I said, it's pretty much just the exact same body. I did like that they did different and up enough with the straps, so add different straps on his chest and his belt, so that is really nice. But like I said, the biggest thing is just getting that Dum Dum head, and then just noticing on this body they did have skin painted on, so you definitely have to use this for Dum Dum or original Nick Fury because of the white skin tone. So you have to definitely pick for that one, where the other one you had the blue. So it would be cool if they would have reused that as well. But really cool just to get Dum Dum now in a proper version for the Marvel Legends. And our final member of the pack is Agent 13, also known as Sharon Carter. She was introduced in the Tales of Suspense number 75 in December 1965. Now, she's the niece of World War II freedom fighter Peggy Carter and was inspired by her aunt, so she decided to become an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and became Agent 13. And through her mission, she would cross Captain America, who was struck by her resemblance to Peggy, leading to them becoming lovers. So, of course, we've seen Agent 13 or Sharon Carter in the MCU, so we've seen her, familiar with her, a little bit of her story, but awesome to get this comic version of her. And overall looks good. So we get her face, so just the face. I feel she has too much makeup on, which probably obviously matches from the comics, but I just feel it's got too much, especially around the eye, where she has, I think it's called like eye shut or whatever, like between her eyebrow and her eye. So too much just around her eye going on there. Of course, the lipstick on her lips, but then she's got the blonde hair on here, so just that it came with the blonde hair, which usually Marvel Legends I really like. This hair isn't bad, I just don't like this strand, like the poof up and coming down there. Not a big fan of that, but otherwise, you know, it just looks like a face. Nothing really bad with it. And then she's in the all white outfit, which is nice. So I love how the collar comes up around her neck, and then her zipper sort of unzipped a little there. So we get the little zipper design on the front, and that zipper goes all the way down. I like how her shoulders are sort of bare there as well. So you get some bare shoulders showing with the white that goes all the way down to her hands. And again, white spandex all the way down to her feet till she gets the shoes, which has these black shoes on it, which I just hate that design. I don't think it looks good at all. Again, carrying off the look from the comics, but just I think it looks horrible here. I think it would look much better with just white feet on it. But then she does have a belt with nice details and designs, pockets going around there, with straps coming over to a thigh holster there on her right leg. So overall, not a bad looking figure, just has stuff that can improve, like the head I think could look better, and then those shoes as well. I just think they look way too silly with all white going into the black, just stands out a lot. But we'll do her movements. So her head will twist around. Of course, with this head, probably hard because of her hair. So yeah, just twist around there. But you can look down that far and then up just about straight on because of the head. So obviously with the other head we'll get with her, you can get much better range. But just this one because of her hair in the way. But the shoulders do come up to 90 with that butterfly joint back and forth. And it'll rotate around. We get the bicep twist and the double elbow joint, double pinless elbow. So a little bit is stiff, but once we get it bent there, we'll bend, yeah, pretty much all the way up on itself. So really nice with the wrist that'll twist around and flex back and forth. Then we get the ab crunch under the chest, so crunch it back and forth and twist all the way around. And then she does also have the lower ab crunch as well. It's hidden behind the belt, so you barely see it, but she does crunch forward and back there as well. So we get the additional crunch, so that's really nice. Then the hips will come up to 90 and out to the side. Thigh twist around, of course. The double knee joint, again, pinless, so could have some issues with that. But it'll bend at least that far to back, not far from kicking her butt. All the way down to the foot, that'll flex back and forth and twist side to side. So, of course, we do have that newer female body, and nice to have the lower ab crunch as well. So she gets really good range of movement. But then we get additional accessories with her. So first we get an additional head. So we have this head where her hair is now pulled back and into a bun. So like I said, that'll be the additional head that we get. That will make the range much better with the head because her hair is now up at a bun. So we shouldn't have many issues. So there is that, which I actually think I like that more, especially for being an age, you know, like going to be out in the field and stuff. Her hair in a bun works out much better. And like I said, with that, you get much better range because of that. So that's really nice. But with the head, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it, mostly just because of all the makeup. And if you saw my review that had the female Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. figure in it, we got an additional head that when we got it, I said would be really good for an Agent 13. So I did grab that head out, and let's go and put it on and see what it looks like. So there's that head on there, which I think looks pretty good. I don't know if it's my favorite. Like, I don't know if that's what I prefer. I definitely like this hairstyle a lot, like having it with the hair in the front and the ponytail in the back. So I do like that a lot. So that may be one reason why I want to keep it on this figure, just because I think it looks more like Agent 13 that I picture. But of course, her having the makeup and stuff could just be a part of the design. So that would always be an option. Like I said, it's just always there. That was that extra head. And like I said, I feel it'd be a good Agent 13 when we got it. So that is always an option. If you have that pack that came with that head, you could always put that on if you don't like either that came with this. And then of course comes with more accessories. So we get the additional hands with the trigger fingers. Again, has 2 fist hands on already. So trigger fingers for guns. So of course we'll need to use those. And then she also comes with more open splayed out heads that they like to give with the female figure. So again, just have those if you want those for anything. Then we get weapons. So we get 2 pistols, which I was wondering if that other pistol that we had with Nick Fury, if it may be one of this, because it's in the same design with like this paler gray color. But we get 2 pistols of the exact same design, just one has the suppressor on it as well. So we get both of those, and of course she does have a pocket. So I assume the one with the suppressor could go into the pocket as well. So it does fit down in there. It just seems like sink down in. So I wonder if that the gun actually went with this. It's hard to tell with the way they package stuff what gun's supposed to go with who. So this other gun could have went with her and maybe fit a little bit better into this pocket. Yeah, it does seem to fill it up a little bit better. So maybe that goes with her. But let's go and put these other 2 guns in our hands. We'll have to switch out our hands for the trigger fingers and put those in. So there I put both of the guns in our hands, and she does come with the effects as well. So this time we get these like neon yellow effects that we can put into the ends of the guns, as well as the smoke effects. So maybe let's put the smokes in these. And there I got the smoke effect in there, which is cool. Now, of course, we have had a past Agent 13 before, so here is that older design. So definitely nice to have this upgrade because that face looks horrible. But the body, I kind of liked its design for the body overall with the white suit. Still has the straps, you know, with the holsters. Of course, no, the guns are built into her on there. S.H.I.E.L.D. logo on her shoulder as well. So this isn't horrible body-wise. Of course, it's really hard to stand. Just older, so it is really nice to have this improved. And just for comparison, here's also Maria Hill in that newer S.H.I.E.L.D. body design. So there we have 2 different female body Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. figures. So really cool to get this Sharon Carter as well. Very nice to have her in this with the different head options, and of course can do the different guns and all that. So very cool to have her now added. Well, that's it for our Marvel Legends S.H.I.E.L.D 3-pack where we got Nick Fury Jr. Again, we got the additional head so we can make him Nick Fury as well if we want, as well as Dum Dum Dugan and Sharon Carter as Agent 13. So very cool to get this 3-pack. Love having the different options and variations to be able to, take heads, put them on other figures, switch the heads out between the different characters, make whoever we want with that. And then getting Agent 13 as well is really cool. So this was an awesome 3-pack. But let me know your opinions of it down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like and hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.